What's going on YouTube? Mike here again, another video. This time I'm going to be sharing with you an absorbent amount of information about Honda ECUs, tuning, and kind of getting your car to run right. Over the past few years, I kind of noticed a trend of, the Honda scene and that kind of older style of tuning, EEPROM bass tuning and ROM edit style tuning is kind of a dying art form, and I kind of wanted to pay homage to that art, them OGs of like chrome chips, you know what I'm saying, like turbo edit, uber data, ROM emulators, geeky terminology that means that it's a chipped tuned ECU. And it was free, and you had Chrome, and over the years, that's where I learned how to do it, was reading these old websites, Vtec, pgmfi.org or something like that, Homemade Turbo, all these OG websites. And, especially in Honda Tech, you wanted to be like, if you posted, you wanted to be like stickied, and that was like going viral back in the day, you know what I mean? I learned so much from Honda Tech. Because of that, it sprouted into a business of mine, and I used to chip ECUs. I used to convert non-Vtec ECUs into Vtec ECUs, boost by gear, putting bass maps and tunes on ECUs. I probably chipped, I'd say like 5,000 ECUs, and I pretty much almost bought every OBD1 ECU from like Canada, like Nova Scotia or something like that. I kind of wanted to pay homage to Honda Tech and kind of just create a video that you could refer back to and to get pretty much all information in one place. Anyone that has wanting to do their own tuning with their car with the most affordable form of tuning, which is kind of EEPROM based tuning, I can kind of help you, walk you through that, and kind of teach you how to chip your ECU. I'm gonna teach you how to actually upload a bass map, tune your own Honda. And the reason why I love Hondas so much is that it's affordable. You obviously don't want to blow up, like a fully built K20, right? But having a stock D series, learning how to tune, you can pick up a D series rather cheap. And I want to kind of give you guys all the information that you're going to need to know in order for you to chip your own ECU, tune your own ECU, burn your own tune on a chip. As you can see, this is all educational purposes, and I wanted to give you this information because my whole business started with chipping ECUs, and it was kind of like one of the first skills that I learned that other people asked me to work on their own ECUs. I was able to make a living out of that. For some of you who might want to make a living or chip your friend's ECU or chip your buddy's ECU in order to make a few bucks and stuff like that, I encourage you to, because I actually taught a lot of people how to do this. In this video, I kind of want to just put everything together. By the end of this video, you should know everything about chipping ECUs, or what ECU to get in order to do what. I'm going to speak to you like you guys don't know what any of this is. These next couple of videos that I'm going to be putting out, I kind of wanted to give this information out to everyone. It can kind of live on the internet. Pretty much the only ECUs that you can chip and tune and edit is OBD1 ECUs. You can chip OBD0 ECUs. It just really wasn't a thing. I think there was a company, or there's a software called like BRE that edited OBD0 ECUs. So OBD0 ECUs are ECUs from like 88 to 1991. So those are OBD0 ECUs, and then you're going to have OBD1 ECUs. OBD1 ECUs are from 1992 to 1995, and those are the ones that everyone tunes. So all these Honda and chipped ECUs are from that time frame. And then there's this weird OBD2 years. Okay, so you have OBD2A, which is like a 1996 to 98 Civic year. It gets weirder with Integra. Then you have like OBD2B, which is like 1999 to 2000, and then with an Integras went to 2001. So it really gets weird. Prelude is only like OBD2A. I don't know. It's weird. So for those of you who are wondering, all those years of Hondas, even the OBD2 ones, you can adapt a OBD1 ECU with a jumper. And now you can basically tune a OBD2 engine with a OBD1 ECU. And that's the one that obviously like S300 runs on an OBD1 ECU platform. These OBD1 ECUs are super old. They have leaky capacitors. When you open up, you take the lid off, you probably notice this thing smells like fish. This is why like I kind of want to venture away from that era of these ECUs, because it's so old. A lot of people have damaged ECUs that they're running the car on right now, and they just don't know it. Just letting you guys know, there are links to everything that I'm mentioning. I'm going to try to make it in one concise place and video, so that if you save this video and you ever want to venture in, or you're thinking about, you know, chipping your own ECU or doing anything like that, links in the description for everything you need to do any of this, okay? The soldering iron, the chip kit, boost by gear.
Alright guys, here I just want to show you a quick video on how to chip a P28 ECU or chip a Honda ECU. Very simple to start. You're going to remove the first 5 screws and you're going to remove the cover. The easy and quick way that I found is to also flip it over and remove the bottom piece. Instead of soldering and getting into the corners right here, you're going to be hitting this side piece right here. So it's easier if we're soldering from this point, okay? So first thing that you need to worry about as far as desoldering is getting desoldering wick, okay? So when I use desoldering wick, it is the quick and most cost-effective way for me, and it's really fast. So I like to use soldering wick. I like to use the name brand stuff, Chem Wick. This is one of the items that we're going to be using. When we desolder, what you want to do is you want to, I find it easier if you cut a small portion of it out, so it's easy to maneuver with. So what you want to do is you want to hit the iron on sideways, and then that's a good hole. What you don't want to do is you don't want to poke the thing like that, okay? Yeah, don't do that. It's usually you're going to uplift the tracks from it. So this is the kind of concept of desoldering ECU points on a, so it should be very clean and easy like that, okay? Okay, this is the installation of the kit. Here we have the 28 pin. Remember, there's a notch right here that faces towards ECU plugs. And right here, the notch right here is facing towards the ECU plugs as well. This is installed. Here is the C52 and the C51 installed here. The 4-pin header is installed here. It's for data logging. And then R54 is installed. We cut off R54, the leg of R54, and we installed the leg of J1. Okay, so this is the installed kit, and this is pretty much halfway done as far as the complete ECU. Okay, this is where you're going to solder the joints. What you're going to do is you're going to make sure you heat up the point, and you're going to feed the solder into the joint pretty quickly. Okay, and you're pretty much all you're all set and done as far as everything is complete. And your ECU is ready to be installed for the chip.
I want to break down what ECUs can you chip. You can chip a P05 ECU, a P06, a P75, a PR4, a PR3, a P30, and a P72. Okay, so on the side of an ECU, if you look, there's going to be a kind of like a barcode on there, and it's going to have like a number on it. It's going to be 37820-P P05, P06, P30 -A01. The A means America, so if you get one from like with a J, it's from like Japan, because in Japan they have different grades of gasoline, whereas over here we have emissions, so we need an American ECU with American tune for American elevation and American fuel. You're going to see that there's going to be different variants, the last 3 digits of the number. So if it's A01, the first number is going to say where it's from. So there's like Euro. There's actually a special California ECU, only found in California ECUs, Canadians. So it's going to be a C. And oh, also you can chip JDM ECUs as well. There are kind of like specialty shipping kits for that. but rare. So it's funny, what Honda did was in these circuit boards, they're pretty much all the same circuit board. What someone found was they compared two ECUs, a non-Vtec and a Vtec ECU, and they found out that these are the components you're gonna need in order to activate Vtec. So there are actually Vtec chip kits that you could chip a non-Vtec ECU, which is typically cheaper, and then you could make it a Vtec ECU. You can make it activate Vtec. There are 3 different boards that Honda made. You can add Vtec to a non-Vtec ECU, like I mentioned, and on the circuit board, there's gonna be this little serial number, and in the serial number, it's going to give you 3 different circuit boards that you have on your OBD1 Vtec ECU. It's gonna be 11FO, 1720, and a 1980. Boost by Gear. Okay, Boost by Gear, probably the tranny saver of the generation of Hondas. Before Boost by Gear, people were just, you know, breaking first gears and, you know, launching their transmissions to the moon. Okay, Boost by Gears helps. You know, it's a tuning feature that people have discovered that really helps keep their drivetrain intact and not like grenade their transmission at any moment. With Boost by Gear, we were able to get the Pink Widow 10.3 with stock GSR transmission with an M factory first gear. First gear really helped, you know, space out that, you know, like really broaden that power band. Imagining what you can do on like a stock transmission, making power is one thing, but like keeping a stock transmission together is another thing. But Boost by Gear, there are Boost by Gear kits people install into the ECU. See, this is another thing, is that you have to DIY soldering champion in order to get Boost by Gear into your OBD1 ECU, whereas in engine management, they're gonna have that in their system already. You know what I'm saying? Is their ECU is meant to do that, whereas we are adding components in order for it to activate and do certain things. There are plenty of kind of free like ROM editors, if you guys are wondering what that is. Tuning program that are free for kind of that year Honda. It's very similar to this stuff is what I would recommend for people to kind of get their feet wet with tuning. If you buy all this stuff for your car, engine parts for your car, you made the engine breathe better, so it flows more air, but you don't add the fuel, and the only way to add fuel is to tune. This is the introduction to getting that done on your car. Get your car running right. I think that's my major goal, is to get people's cars running right. And there are a lot of like free software, but then you can pay to have certain features added onto the software that makes your life like 1,000 times easier. Below, there's also going to be links to ROM software that you can download, you can play with, like Chrome, UberData, Turbo Edit, and all that other stuff. Hopefully you enjoy this video, guys. It was something that I wanted to share so that we can kind of, you know, keep kind of like the history of Honda tuning and racing kind of here on the internet. But like I said, links are down below. If you got any information from this that is helpful to you, that saved you some time or money, please consider, you know, purchasing some merch on the website. Also consider getting a hat, or hats just came in as well to the Battleboard Speed Shop. Links to everything you need to start getting into shipping your own ECU and tuning your own ECU. If you like these videos, please comment down below of what video I should make next, because I'm kind of in more of a teaching mode, because, you know, that Honda era, I'm getting a little older, I have kids now, but I want to share that information with you guys. Comment down below, let me know what information you want to know next. I'm going to share with you all the information about Hondas that I ever acquired over the last 20-something years. Dude, projects that just sit in the garage that are not finished, it hurts my soul. Hopefully giving you the information, kind of do it yourself, get your car running, race your cars, have fun, and just grow this community. Anyway, guys, please like, please subscribe. Until next video, hit that notification bell. Until next video, guys, take care. Peace.